I did a little stand-up at sober camp, and I was still fucking about to shit my pants, dude. I get so nervous when I am like in real life with real humans in front of me and the tension's on me.
And I had a dream that we went to SeaWorld together, and we were sitting by the edge of the pool at SeaWorld, you know, where the killer whales are in the pool.
Yeah.
And we're watching, and a killer whale swallows Susan.
I think it was like our anniversary or some shit, and we had gotten like a bunch of pills, and we were doing them, and we were like trying to get all like ready to go to dinner, and we went to Red Lobster. So I got this like big ass fucking meal, and I'm trying to eat, and then as we're walking out the door, I fucking threw everything up.
Now tell me, truthfully, when you go into some fucking depression, like, do you put a plan in action to get out? Like, what do you do? But fucking when Instagram took my page down, I had an idea to start doing little things.
Yeah.
Like this.
Yeah. I love it.
What's up with you?
Nothing much. Just busy as hell per usual, trying to get my life together, trying to get my shit together, coming out of a depressive episode, you know?
Now we're talking.
Yeah.
So what was the depressive episode?
Dude, I don't fucking know, but I'm mentally ill still, you know? And sometimes it just be like that. Sometimes I just get really, so I went, you know, like the floods that happened in Texas. So I went and I volunteered and I was trying to do a bunch of shit over there. And I went over there like right after the floods and I was helping clean up stuff and like doing all this stuff. And like seeing that in person, I think was like the culprit of like, holy shit. Like it was fucking heavy and I had never been a part of something like that, like in person. It's one thing when you see it like on TV or whatever and it's devastating, but like when you're there and you're seeing children's toys like washed up and like all this debris and shit, it was heavy. And I just saw all these people like displaced from their homes and people dying and all this stuff. And I think that was like the culprit of it a little bit, but then I just like sat in it for a minute. I had my own other little shit going on. And then I sat in it until I just couldn't fucking sit in it anymore. And I was like, you have to get the fuck up. Do you get like that?
I don't do anything like help people who are flood victims. So
no, but like on a regular basis, what is your depression level like on 1 to 10? What is it? Do you go in and out?
Is 10 really bad or is 10 not really bad?
10's like you're probably about to like off yourself, I feel like.
I'm not like a depressant person. I'm a neurotic. Okay. I'm an anxious. Yeah. Like, so I sometimes have neurotic anxiety. I'm probably at a 7 with neurotic anxiety all the time.
Yeah, I feel like I flip-flop between like anxiety and depression. So it's always fun.
I don't get into the depression, which I feel fortunate that I don't get into the depression. But I want to know, and I got very depressed when they took Instagram away from me, though.
Yeah, how did that happen? You just got violated on all your unhinged shit, or what?
Before we get into something as like, because it's deep that I could get so hurt over something as shallow as Instagram.
But I mean, it's like what you've been building for a long time. So I feel like as much as social media is so fucking social media-y, if that makes sense, it's still like you put a lot of work and a lot of connections together through that. So I feel like that's normal.
Well, it's funny. I have questions though. I want to know, how often are you doing stuff like flood service? Like, is that a new thing?
This is the first time. So there was a place that was affected like 20 minutes from my house. And so I figured this is the first time that something is like in distance to me that I can go and try to be of service. It's not something I normally do. It is something that I do want to do now that I've like seen how real that shit is. And like, I've been trying to use my platform to generate, like, they need a lot of shit. And, like, the government isn't doing a fucking thing. Like, FEMA really hasn't done shit. And I know that, you know, not to get political and whatever, all that shit is a mess, right? But just seeing the people firsthand, I definitely think I will be volunteering more of my time. Even though that was a heavy, I think I just need to be doing shit like that.
Let's take a second though. What do people need and what could people do? Because I never do anything good on our platform. So this is a good moment for us.
So right now they're in the like rebuilding phase. They're still clearing stuff out and stuff, but more than anything, like we got enough donations over there that they couldn't accept like regular general donations anymore. Now they need like people to come do work and like roofing supplies and like they were asking the last time I was out there. I was trying to get a bunch of like AC window units together because a lot of just it's hot as fuck here. People are like overheating and everything like that. So now they're in the rebuilding phase. They need people to come in and fucking help do shit like that and volunteers and people that have the equipment.
So if any of our listeners who are in Texas have any window ACs or know how to build houses,
I'll
get
come pick them
over.
up personally. I literally was like on Facebook Marketplace. I'm like asking people on Facebook. I'm like, if anyone has any old ones laying around, I'll come pick them up. I'll bring them over there. So, but I mean, there has been a lot of people that have been volunteering, and the community really came together, which is like a beautiful thing that comes out of such a devastation. You see that people can really like help each other when they're not.
Totally. And in 12 step, like the answer to all problems is service.
hmm
When you went to do service though, did it make you more depressed?
I think.
Yes, it did.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, yeah, but that was like I also it was a weird thing because it was like a double. I felt like it was really a privilege for me to be able to help them, but on the other side of it, I'm also an empath and I take things on pretty heavy and feelings and all of that, and so I think that kind of was just really fucking heavy for me. But then I'm
I
like, literally, then I got into this headspace of like, Rachel, shut the fuck up. Like, you're not even going through it. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like, it felt like I'm making this about me and like all of these other things. It was just fucking heavy. I had to take a minute and a step back and a few days to like kind of recharge and then get myself out of that headspace. I'm a lot better now.
Well,
Thank
you
God.
seem good. That's the roller
Yeah.
coaster of emotional sobriety. And it's like when we're
Yeah.
fucked up and we do service and then we feel bad and then maybe we do feel empathic and we feel bad for the person we're trying to help. And then you get it together and you're like, no, like I'm in a good place to be able to help this person.
Exactly.
And then
So,
in terms of my dumb Instagram, like I think a lot of it had to do with I wasn't. I mean, speak real here, I think I wasn't creative enough, and and I'm not like you. And also I felt so stupid. Like I lose my 48,000, and I'm crying and begging, and you break 1 million, and you're like, dude,
what the
what are you
fuck?
crying about 48,000? I have so
No,
many
I'm
collections of
not. For
48,000
no.
people.
Okay, let me tell you, I got my TikTok banned one time when I had not a ton of followers and it was still I got it back, thank God. But I've had my Facebook I had like over 500,000 followers on a page. I built it up for a couple years and they unpublished it and never fucking gave it back to me. So like I feel like the feelings are valid. I feel like your feelings are valid, but also God forbid it was never back again. You have a strong enough community that I feel like you could build it up relatively quickly. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's not the end of the world if it happens, but also your feelings are valid around
I
it.
appreciate that. I mean, I barely built it at all is the other side of it. Like when
Yeah.
I was building it, I couldn't get Instagram past 12,000. I couldn't get Facebook past like 15,000. And then we had this intern come in and she got us to 30,000 on Instagram from
Yeah.
12. And then we got this woman named Chrissy and she got us to 90,000 on Facebook, but it wasn't me at all. You know what I'm saying? Like at all. And what we did was we emulated meme accounts because meme accounts tend to fucking blow up. But at the same time, everything on every account is shooting heroin or Bart Simpson cutting up
Yeah.
lines or whatever. And we incessantly violated. And it was crazy, actually. We were on family vacation in the national parks for 15 days. And on the 15th day, I was sleeping with my 7-year-old, and I had a dream that we went to SeaWorld together. And we were sitting by the edge of the pool at SeaWorld, where the killer whales are in the pool.
Yeah.
And we're watching, and a killer whale, like we're sitting way too close. And I'm thinking, Susan, you're sitting too close. The killer whale jumps up, swallows Susan, and
No.
goes back in the pool. And I'm like, oh my God, do I
No.
jump in? And then the next thing I know, the lifeguard jumps in, like kind of massages the killer whale or something. She throws up Susan. Susan comes back. I was like, you should never sit on the edge of a killer whale pool. And then I wake up and I look at my phone and it says, your Instagram account has been suspended. And I'm like,
Oh
ah, it
God.
was like
I
one
feel like we
scary
need to
thing.
get a dream interpreter to figure out what that means.
Yeah, I would like. I mean, I'm interested in that kind of thing. I would
Me
like
too.
dream interpreters and mediums. Like,
Yes. Dude,
I mean,
there's this dude I follow from Long Island and he
the
like
Long
does
Island
all these
medium.
celebrity yes. No, no, not that girl. You know the lady with the hair? I don't know her name. Whatever. She had a show or whatever, but there's this guy that I follow on Instagram. I have to remember what his name is, but I think he's in Long Island too or New York maybe. And he does like all of these readings like how we're doing right now and then posts them to Instagram.
Let me know who that is. I'm
I'm
interested.
going to do some research after this. It's fucking cool.
Do you think, like, let's say we had a medium come on, right, and connect with,
Yeah.
because so many people, like the first day of our vacation, one of our audience members got murdered. Okay.
What?
That was happening the first day. The last day I lost my Instagram account. And for some reason I put those on a parallel, which is not a good sign for
Yeah.
me. I mean, like, I want the medium to reach out to the dopes we've lost and my mom, but how often, how much faith would you put in some fucko from Long Island who says they could talk to dead people?
I feel like they would have to say some shit that is not known. But also I'm
Right.
really gullible with things like that cuz I want to believe them, you know, like most of my friends, you know, that I haven't had up until sobriety are dead, right? So I'm always talking to them myself. I'm always finding signs and whatever, and I don't fucking know if that's true or not, but I'd like to believe that. So I feel I've never seen a medium actually, but I would really love to, and if they told me some shit that was like that nobody knows that I've never said, I would immediately think that they're legit, you know?
Right. Yeah, that's it. I mean, I
I
think I
feel like
want to
that's how
try
you
it.
got to know. If they say some shit that everybody knows or that I've talked about before or something like that, then I'm like, okay, okay. But like if they come in with like they're trying to tell you this and like they say some inside joke or some shit like that, then I'd be like, oh my god,
I think we'll try it. Tell me who
we
that
should
is.
do that.
I'm down. I'm fucking
I'm gonna
down.
find the guy when we get off. I'll find the guy
Now
and
tell me,
see.
truthfully, when you go into some fucking depression, like, do you put a plan in action to get out? Like, what do you do?
It takes me a minute usually. I'm hard-headed. I usually have to be in like such a bad spot where I'm so sick of my own shit to actually do some shit different. Thank God, like back in the day, it was I would be in depressive episodes for a long time, like a long time, and I didn't know how to get out of anything. I didn't have any real tools or whatever. I would just get high. But like I went on for years like that, right? And now the periods are a lot quicker. It's a lot more, it's a lot less time, and I get sick of myself a lot quicker than I ever have in my life. You know, it's like that self-awareness. Like I'm working from bed all day. I haven't showered in like 2 days. I haven't brushed my teeth. I haven't eaten food or drank water. And I'm not doing anything really productive besides being on a fucking screen, which is like my job, which is also hard to navigate because it's like my job, but it's also like you need to be living life and like be a healthy human and whatever. But yeah, I'll get into spots where I just will not fucking, I'll just be negative self. I'm like, you're such a fucking lazy, dirty piece of shit sewer rat girl, and you're not doing anything else with your life, and you're, you know, not, and I won't answer I'm an isolator too. So like, I will put my phone on do not disturb. I won't fucking talk to anyone, even like my sponsees sometimes, that's a piece of shit move, right? They're calling me, and I'm like, I can't answer that right now. I'm too mentally unwell. So then I got to make amends it's like this process that I go through is like I'm an isolator. I get overwhelmed really easily when I'm in that spot. Sometimes it takes me a few days. I feel like the time span of it now is usually like a week or two as opposed to it going on for months. And like by the last few days of me being in it, I'm like, okay, bitch, we're going to do this and this, right? Like even if it's a little step, it will make me feel better. It will give me the motivation to do like another thing, and then I'm out of it. But I still go like I'm over 7 years into sobriety, and I work a program and I do all these things that I'm supposed to do. But I'm still like this all the time. It's like life happens. I'm still a little mentally ill. I'm not I'm not prescribed any medications, so I just raw dog it. and I do the best I can, you know?
But you have a program. So you talk about isolating. You have kids. You have what, 2 kids?
Yeah.
So how do you deal with
hmm
isolation in children?
Well, I can't isolate from them.
You shut them out? Mommy for that?
Unfortunately, no, that's like the one thing. It's like, and that's another part of it is like I feel like my regular without adding anything else on to my life, just being a mom and taking care of a fucking household and all the shit that goes along with taking care of kids and doing that is already a lot for me. And maybe I'm just a lazy bitch. Like my 5-year-old is extremely needy, love him to death. We're best friends. We're like this, but also having two boys and that are 10 years apart, a teenager and then a 5-year-old, it can be a lot. So just like going through the motions of everyday life and getting them where they need to go and cooking and cleaning, and boys are fucking messy and they're always pissing all over the toilet and doing all of these things that I have to keep up with, right? So then take that, and if I'm already like in a bad spot, that's all I can handle. I feel like that's the things that I need to show up and do every single day. But there will be times where, Silas is like, do you want to go to the park? If I'm in a spot like that and I'm like, babe, we're sitting on the couch and we're watching TV. Let's put on a movie or something like that. And then I feel like a piece of shit parent, and then I get the mom guilt, and then I do all of these things, right? But I can't really isolate from my kids because there's no other option for me,
No,
which is
we're
probably a good thing.
it's a great thing,
Yeah.
especially because you're an isolator and
Yeah.
your whole work is in the phone. And it's
Right.
crazy because your whole work is in the phone, and and connecting with people. Like, you are serving this purpose, even if they're not connecting with you. Every
Right.
one of us who watches you we're connecting with you, even if you're not connecting with us. And then you jump in the comments and the messages, and obviously when you're ready to connect, you can. So you're like sending out all this energy, and not that much is coming back all the time, and you probably like kind of happy about it because it's like, leave me alone. But I bet you it's weird because, like, when you're in person with people, you're receiving energy, which is probably
Right.
like really good. And then the other thing
Yeah.
is that I have 2 kids who are the same, like basically same difference that yours are. I have a 15 and a 7. What do you have?
Yeah. My Johnny's about to be 15 in 2 weeks, and Silas is 5. That's crazy. That's a
Right.
big. It's a big gap.
Yeah,
It's a
that's a
lot going
heroin
on.
addict. That's a heroin addict time frame
It
for having
is.
children. Yes,
It is.
100%. Do you ever watch Avatar: The Last Airbender with your kids? The TV
I
show.
don't think so.
No,
No.
watch it with Silas. It's on
Okay.
Netflix. It's called Avatar. It is the greatest show. I mean, you're probably not going to love it. I
Yeah.
I could watch it over and over again. I'm like, Susan, let's watch Avatar. She's like, Daddy, we just watched it. I'm like, let's watch it again.
Yeah.
Suggest it to Silas. It is a
Yeah. I have to
life.
watch it. We just watched this K-pop movie on with the
Demon
demon.
K-pop. Yeah,
Did
yeah,
you
yeah,
watch
yeah.
it?
No, Susan watched it and she said,
Okay,
and
I loved it.
she
I
loved it.
loved it. And it was Silas's, he's 5, but he really loves creepy shit. He loves like horror and this like Poppy Playtime and Cartoon Cat and like all of these weird creepy fucking things from YouTube that are probably not really good for his brain, but he fucking loves it, and he loves being scared and like creeped out at his age, and he loved that movie. There was a lot of creepy little parts, I feel like, for kids.
She loved it, and my wife was just like, is that appropriate? And I'm just like, leave her alone. Because like when I grew up, fucking the TV was definitely my first drug of choice and my best
Yeah.
friend, and I was just there. And I support my children's relationship with the television set, even though
I
it's
feel
not
like
good.
TV is better than the screen than like iPads and shit, to be honest.
My 15-year-old won't watch a movie with me. She'll only watch TikTok. She won't watch TV. She'll only watch TikTok.
Yeah.
What about
These
Roblox? Do your
kids.
kids play Roblox?
Oh yeah. Just Silas loves Roblox.
Does he play Grow a
Johnny likes like GTA. He plays on his PlayStation. He still plays Fortnite with his friends. He'll probably be embarrassed if I said this out loud, but he'll like play games with his friends, and he has his certain little games that he likes. Silas loves Minecraft and Roblox and like all that kind of shit.
Check if Silas plays Grow a Garden. I've become addicted to Grow a Garden on Roblox, which
Ooh,
I'm not
yeah.
proud.
To check it out.
So as soon
Are you
as I
growing a
lost,
garden? Is that
I'm
what it is?
I'm growing a garden, and when we started playing. My kids have been playing it forever, but when we were on vacation, I started playing it with them, and then when I lost Instagram, I became obsessed with Grow a Garden, and basically you grow a garden and then you sell what you grow, and then you buy more seeds and you plant them and you sell them, and you raise all this money, and you're trying to buy these really expensive seeds. And
Okay.
I'm obsessive, and I just keep
Yeah.
playing it. And my older daughter played probably a billion hours and has a sick garden and stuff. But my younger daughter is limited to how much time she gets to play. And she's very jealous of my garden now. And this morning, I'm fucking like, I don't know what I was doing. I drove my older one to swim, and I was like, I'm going to look at Grow a Garden. And we're going to move on from Grow a Garden quickly, but I want to just explain this to you. The
No,
seed,
I'm very into this right now.
okay, the very rare seeds aren't available. They're never available. Once in a blue, like once a month, these really rare seeds will pop up. And I see the burning bud seed was available this morning for $40 million a seed, and I only had $38 million. So I run back to my garden and I start fucking harvesting and harvesting and harvesting. And then I got there just in time and I bought the seed. And then I looked at myself and I'm like, I'm a fucking junkie. And I'm so self.
Dude.
Like, my daughter's going to be jealous that I have this stupid seed and she has nothing. And she'll cry about this. And it's not
Yeah.
good. Not good. But I
I
suggest,
relate. No, I
yeah,
relate really fucking heavy to that. I was actually in the plans of making a video because it kept popping up in my head. Like I've really realized recently. I mean, I've known this the whole time, but sometimes I'm hyper aware of what a junkie I am, like how I use just everyday fucking things, right? Like I can get like obsessive and addicted to pretty much everything. Like everything that I fucking do. I've been going to the library lately and I'll pick up these books and like when I pick up a book, I cannot fucking put it down or do anything else until I finish it. Right. And I'm the same. I can be the same way with TV shows. I can be the same way with fucking food, like literally anything. And I'm like, holy shit, dude. This is like, I'm still unmanageable out here with how I am.
what are you reading?
Right now, I just started this one. That's why I was late this morning because I was having a hard time putting it down. I just started it. I just read this other one called This is the Woman in the Cabin by Ruth Ware.
No, that's
And
the woman in cabin 10.
Yep, Cabin 10. I can read. And I just finished what the fuck was the I read them so quickly too that like I'll read 4 books in 4 days and then I get them all fucking confused and I can't even remember like what like just I'm like getting them confused. Like it's just I don't know. I just have no chill. I've just really realized that, you know.
Well, when do you chill?
I don't really chill. I feel like
Never. When's the chillest? Early
uh,
morning, late night, middle. When's is there ever a moment of chilling? Because you're a drug addict, like I'm a drug addict. I think you were a
yeah.
stoner, like I was a stoner. You were a heroin addict. Obviously, you were a horrible crack addict, which I was not. I was
Yeah.
very chill as a stoner and as a heroin addict who took benzos, and I craved that chill, and I
Yeah.
longed for that chill, and I'm sure you did too. When's
I
your
did.
chill? When's your chill now?
I'm working on honestly, I find my chill outside and I need to like not have my phone by me and shit like that, right? When there's I'm like a squirrel, like I get distracted really often and with social media being my job, my it's like it's like instinct to just check my phone when I don't even need to check my fucking phone. And so I think so. Last year I'm about to go to Camp Soberfest in a couple weeks in California, and I get no fucking service out there for 4 days, and I'm not on my phone. And I feel like anytime I'm away from my phone, I feel like that's my chill. That's the only time I can chill. I think.
And you're never away from your phone though. It does it hurt? Are you
I
anxious?
try to be. I'll leave it home when I have to. Like I just have to, and that's what I have to do because if I bring it to me, then it's just like this like body reaction that happens, and all of a sudden I'm like looking at it, and there's nothing even to look at, right? I mean, constantly I have notifications coming in, but I just can't be on it all the time. So I have to literally like leave it at home on purpose, or leave it in my car when I'm going to do something with my kids, or do something like that.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Recently, I saw, like, I follow you and I pay attention to you, and I don't. Sometimes you like, and I think this is true for anybody who has any kind of time. It's hard to imagine what they were like when they didn't have time, and like how bad it might or might not have been. And somebody like you seem like you have it pretty together. You look good, you sound good,
Do you
whatever.
think so?
Yeah, definitely. But there's a big but at the end of this statement,
Yeah.
which is you recently found your MySpace pictures or
Yeah,
whatever that
Photobucket.
was.
MySpace is gone.
What is Photobucket? What is that?
Photobucket was like an app that you uploaded pictures to. I only used it, I think, just to store photos. Basically, like an iCloud type of thing. It was like a website that you uploaded photos to, and I think you could edit them on there. Some people had their own like Photobucket pages. I never really did that. I just used it as a place to have my photos, probably so that I could access them from whatever computer I was at. Because like back in the day, like desktops and stuff, if you had pictures on your computer, you couldn't access them from everywhere. You had to be on your computer. And I was always going to my friends' houses because I hated being at my house. So I think I probably uploaded all of them onto Photobucket so that I could access them and like do fucking really cringy edits and like fuck around with my MySpace and stuff.
But those pictures that you posted, you look like you were gonna die.
Dude,
Like, and
insane.
I didn't expect that.
Yeah.
So when you
Yeah.
look at that and you see, I mean, I'm sure you remember what it was to be, because you were very, 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 very skinny, like,
Yeah.
like near, like skeletal
It was giving
skinny.
like that commercial that it's like feed a starving child for 5 cents a day. Like that's really what it was giving. And I
You're
thought I was hot
joking.
shit at that time.
You're joking, and it's like you look at the picture, and I was like, I cannot believe that you actually went that far. So when you look back, and now obviously you're very glamorous, beautiful, and all this stuff. But when you look back at these pictures, like, are you like, like, how do you make sense of it?
I mean, so I gained access to my Photobucket account yesterday morning, and I wasn't even like, I was just like, oh, there's going to be all these pictures of like from when I was like in high school or middle school that I wasn't bad yet, right? I was just like partying. Shit didn't get really bad for me until like junior senior year things started getting bad. I think those pictures where I look so emaciated were from like 2009 or 2010. And it was so wild because I have 10 years of photos on that account. So I start from like 2003 and I'm scrolling and you can just see like where shit got really bad, where I went to rehab, when it was just like it was pretty fucking heavy like seeing those things because I was like, damn. I remember in that time, I was like, I'm literally fine. Like I am thriving in my life and like things are great because I was so fucking delusional. Um and you know what the craziest part is? I wasn't even doing heroin yet. That was just oxys in those skinny pictures. I hadn't even graduated yet, but I was just so that's all I was living off of was like Oxy 80s, Newports, and maybe like a couple sips of water every day. Maybe an airhead here and there, a little Mountain Dew, but that was like it for me.
Would you say you had an eating disorder?
No, I was just when I didn't eat when I was high. I
Yeah.
know. I was I just didn't give a fuck about eating. And I don't know if you were ever like this, like if you ever did you go straight to heroin or did you
I went straight
have a
to
pill
heroin.
phase? Okay.
Straight to heroin.
So, all right. Well, I started with the pills and they used to make me so fucking nauseous and I was throwing up all the time. Like all the time. There wasn't even much food to throw. So I would assume, I mean, later as my tolerance got higher, I wasn't throwing up as much. But in the beginning, probably for the first like year or two, I was throwing up so much. Like I would do too much, I guess. And then I would chain smoke Newports and I was just vomiting. Like I just remember like, and it was just such a normal thing. And I would just be like to my boyfriend, I'd be like, oh, pull over real quick. I got to puke, and I would just throw up and then continue doing what I was doing.
I never talk about this on the show or as much as I want to. I would get really nauseous. First of all, and I'm very envious of everybody who had their oxy phase. Like,
Yeah.
especially if you follow any social media and it looks like Oxy 80s were like the greatest thing that was
Yeah, you
ever.
did miss out. I
I
fear
missed out
you did miss out.
on oxys. I missed out on fentanyl. I missed out on all this amazing stuff. Um, But I would do heroin and I would get so nauseous that when I would drive anywhere, I would just I would open the door, put my head out and vomit projectile. Or I would just
Yeah.
stop the car and get out and vomit and as though that was like brushing my hair or something or like it
Same.
was like just to get straight. And
Right.
then once the initial vomit would be done, I could really eat. I was a heroin addict that really could just fucking
I had friends like that. I lost my appetite completely. Like I remember one time John and I we got so that's baby daddy who I met when I was 15 and we were running buddies and
yes, ma'am.
whatever, right? And so he wanted to take me to like Red Lobster. I think it was like our anniversary or some shit. And we had gotten like a bunch of pills and we were doing them and we were like trying to get all like ready to go to dinner. And we went to Red Lobster and it was like super fancy for us at the time. And I love lobster. I fuck with Red Lobster heavy. I fuck with lobster in general pretty heavy. And so I got this like big ass fucking meal. I like force fed, like I wasn't even like hungry because I'm high as fuck. I'm like off of how many, I don't even know, right? I'm just out of my minds and I'm trying to eat without an appetite. And then literally as we're walking out the door, I fucking threw everything up as soon as we walked out in the Red Lobster parking lot.
Yeah,
But it
well,
wasn't like a sick throw up, you know? It was just like, oh, it's like, I don't know. It was just such a normal part of my life.
exactly. You get this feeling, then you open your mouth and it just comes out. There's an old
Yeah.
movie. There's an old movie called Monty Python: The Meaning of Life, and it's like from the '70s. Have you ever heard of Monty Python?
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, I
okay.
have.
There's a skit with this fat guy, like 500 pounds in a French restaurant who needs to keep vomiting. And he opens his mouth and vomit just projectiles out. And that's how it was for me, too. Like, you walk out of Red Lobster, you're not sick. You're just like, hold on for 1 sec. Blah.
Yeah.
And then then you're like in the car or whatever.
I feel like we need the audience to check in, and if, especially if they were like, you know, opiate addicts, were you just throwing up all the time? You know, like I need to know, was it a normal part of everyone's journey or not?
You are a very talented person. I just want to tell you that.
Thanks. Oh, thank
You're
you.
very good at what you do. Like
Thanks.
you really are. You have a knack to make people feel entertained, safe, relatable. So like I want to thank you
Thank
for how
you.
good
That's
you
so
are.
kind.
Well, I mean it. And then also you've been doing this fucking Against All Odds podcast that I haven't been flown out to be
We're
on.
trying to get you out literally anytime. You tell me when you're coming.
This fucking Billy Jensen. I was out in California to do the Dopey Wood show when California
Yeah.
was burning, and
Yes.
he was out there and he goes, "Oh, I heard you're gonna do Against All Odds," and I was like, "Yeah," and he's like, "Well, did they fly you out?" I said, "No."
You
He
were
said,
already out there. We will fly you out.
he said, "Well, did they put you up?" I was like, "No." He's like, "Well, they put me up," and I was like, "Thank you, Billy Jensen." Are you enjoying making a podcast?
I am. I really am. I love it. And it's nice for me. I feel like cuz most of my content, my platform is just like focused on me. I think it's really cool that I get to kind of like shed light on other people's stories. You know, it's nice to like for me to sit back and kind of shut up for once and like listen to other people's shit. You know?
For me, I like that it keeps me like if I'm not loving meetings or whatever, if I'm not loving recovery, the fact that I have to do a show every week keeps me talking about it, and the fact that I'm in this community keeps me talking about it. Do you think
Yeah.
that Against All Odds like ratcheted up your recovery program at all?
Yeah, I think so. I've met a lot of really fucking cool people and like there's been a lot of guests that I don't really know, right? And like when I meet them in person, I'm like and I hear their stories after and every single guest we've had on, I'm like, "Holy shit, dude." Like we get the best people. Everyone has such crazy fucking stories and they're doing these really cool fucking things and it's just like very inspiring to me, you know?
And it's sweet. You get to go to California
Yeah.
and like
Yeah.
it's fucking cool. You know, that's a
Yeah, it
big
is
deal, I
cool.
think.
I do have to I so we took we took the summer off of filming. Like we filmed like a shit ton of episodes in I don't know, May maybe or whatever. We took June and July off and I'm about to go in a couple weeks to gear back up to be traveling all the time. So I'm like a creature of routine, and when my routine is fucked with, even if it's for the coolest thing in the world, I struggle to like get my grounding back in real life. So I do struggle with like not just the podcast. So I go out there once a month, we film, and then I have other little trips in between. There's like a lot going on. And then the time difference, and then it takes me like a day, like it's just getting fucking older too. I don't know, because when I come back, it's like the time difference, getting back into routine, getting myself back into routine, getting my kids back into their routine. It's just like this whole fucking thing. But I'm super grateful that I get to travel. You know,
Do your
I think
kids?
anything when you're doing it, you can find a part of life. Like I remember I used to think all the time like, oh, I would love to travel for work all the time, like that is so fucking cool. And then you do it, and then you do it for a while, and you're like, okay, here's the other side of things, is like it's tiring, it takes a lot of work, you're away from your family, all of these other things. But I try to stay in, like, I fucking love what I'm doing. I love what I'm doing, and I think it's really really cool, and I'm very blessed.
After I think I would love it more, like a billion times more, and I would love to travel a billion times more if I didn't have the family. Like I
Yeah,
think traveling without
totally.
kids is a whole different ball game than
Right.
traveling and coming back and missing stuff and
Mm-hmm.
all that shit, like missing the even the call, like you didn't time it right and then the kids
Right.
are someplace else and it's like
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
you came out, you were recording when we did our Dopey California show, and I found like that show kicked the shit out of me. Like it was a disaster, and there were so
I don't think
many.
it was a disaster. I
It
don't think it
was.
was a
It
disaster.
wasn't up to our usual level
Yeah.
of everything. So that
Yeah.
was it was, and it was painful for me. And I came home, and I started. We do a Zoom every Wednesday morning with some dopes, and I was complaining about it. And one of them was like, "Dave, you're a fucking bitch." She's like, "Where the fuck is your fucking gratitude?" And
Ooh.
so it's like when you say that, I know there are things to complain about, but like if we don't use gratitude, like if we don't
Oh,
use that as a
1,000%.
tool, it's gonna fucking fall the fuck apart, you know?
Yeah, exactly. And I had to check I still like I check myself all the time. I'll find myself complaining about this like something crazy, and it's like, what the fuck are you doing? Right? Like I could barely, so 7 years ago I was a literal crackhead, and now I'm like, oh no, there's so much laundry to do, I can't believe I have to do this. It's like I literally want to fight, like punch myself in the face often. But I'm also glad for like the self-awareness of the shit that I can find myself complaining about, and being like, hey, cut it out, because what the fuck, you know?
It's hard to remember that though. It's
It is
very
hard.
hard.
No, it is. It is. And I think that the more like soft your life gets, and the more further removed you get from addiction, it's even harder. But that's why I just gotta, something I want to add to, like, I have my little morning routine that I do, because if I don't, I notice I'm a lot more shitty as a human when I
Well, hold
don't do
up.
it right.
Tell us give us your morning routine, and then we're
Okay.
gonna go into my short form shit. Okay?
Okay.
But
Yes.
give us your morning routine.
Okay, so my morning routine looks like, as soon as I wake up, like the second I wake up, even though my brain is already like, oh, well, got to check your phone, got to get to work, got to do all these things, I say the third and the 7-step prayer, and then I ask God to like help me not be a piece of shit, and help me not be selfish, and help me help other people, and help me bring joy to others, and like whatever I'm fucking doing. And then I try to do a little, like, at least 5-minute meditation before Silas wakes up and he's fucking loud and crazy and chaotic.
Hold on, we lost you.
So
You have to say that again because I might have lost
oh, some
video.
some little thing popped up. What did you hear? I'll start all
Start,
over. It's
say the
fine.
whole
It's
thing.
fine. One,
This
two,
could be
three. Here we
this
go.
could be very valuable.
So I wake up in the morning. As soon as I open my eyes, I'm like, God, hello, it's me, Margaret. And then we just go through this, little thing where I ask to help me not be a piece of shit. Help me not be selfish. Help me help other people today. Help me not be in fucking laziness. Help me be productive. And then I pray for a bunch of people, especially people I don't fucking like or I'm having an issue with, which is sometimes hard, but we do what we got to do. And then I try to do like a little, I put on some like meditation music and I put my earphones in and I try to do at least like 5 minutes. Am I always 1,000% in it? No, but it's like the practice of fucking doing it and whatever. And what I was saying with the gratitude thing, and I'm glad we talked about that because I've noticed myself like complaining about things that just are not fucking worth complaining about. And I just really need to check my ass is like doing gratitude lists in the morning. There was a time where I was doing a journal every single morning and I was doing a gratitude list and just like writing about certain things and whatever. And I fell off that. So I would like to get back into that because sometimes, your brain can just be really fucking like icky.
How
When
strict are you with this morning routine?
I'm pretty strict. I'm pretty strict, but I do ebb and flow. Like I haven't done a fucking nightly. I'll tell you my sponsor, I haven't done a nightly in, I don't know. Do you do nightlies?
I've never done a nightly.
You've
Never.
never done a nightly? Oh my
And I
God.
and I
Okay.
always share at the meeting if I had a 10th step inventory, I'd be like the fucking Dalai Lama. Like that's the piece I'm missing more than anything. Like I've never done it.
They
I've
really
talked.
do. Well, okay, so here's the thing is like I use this app. My there's a bunch of my sponsor sisters like they'll write them out and there's power and pen to paper and stuff like that. For me, I can get really lazy and then I just completely lose track of those things altogether. So what I do is I have my spiritual toolkit app. Do you
Holy
have that?
shit. No, but I
Do
know
you have
about
it?
this. No, I don't
That's
have
the
it.
one that like you put your time in, it tells you
Yeah.
like the daily reflections
Yeah.
and
Yeah. Yeah.
all
Yeah.
that. And it also has a section where you can literally do a nightly on there. So like I have no fucking excuse if I'm sitting there scrolling. Now I haven't done it in a really long time. But it's just like when I do that, I notice that I'm just a lot more spiritually fit, you know?
I think that's amazing. I have a question. One more question before we get into the short form portion of this
Yeah.
whole thing. I think this has gone really well, by the way, Rachel. So thank you for
Yeah.
doing it.
Yeah.
Fucking, and I'm going to ask this question. It's a weird question. Like, I don't think your content, your shit that you put out that you actually make a living off of, I don't think it really feels like recovery influencer shit. I don't,
Yeah.
it doesn't read like that. It's more comedy. It's more like social media influencer in general
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
Is the concept of recovery influencer annoying to you?
I think so. I just don't like I think the concept of influencer in general bothers me.
Why though? It's like you figured out a way to like do this.
I don't know. I should probably do some work around that. Like when people refer to me as an influencer, I'm like, I
So
don't
what do you
know. I
want to
don't
be called?
I don't know. I'm just literally just a girl, you
No,
know?
you are a
I
girl.
content creator, I guess.
What's the
Content
difference?
create I
It's
don't know.
the
And
same
they're
thing.
the
Same
same
thing.
fucking shit,
Same
right? And
thing.
this is why I probably should do some inner work around the word influencer. When I think about influencer, I think of someone who's very like like a model and like selling us wellness products and I don't I my like my view of influencer is very different from how I view myself and that just may be some fucking weird shit that I just need to do some work around. I don't know.
I'll tell you this, right? The second woman who was running our social media quit. All right. She misspelled somebody's name, like a friend of mine's name on a reel.
Oh no.
And I was like, and it was after the account got taken down, right?
Yeah.
She goes, she blamed herself. And I didn't blame her. I've had
Yeah.
her, I didn't blame her. She blamed herself. She got really upset. And then she didn't think I was going to be able to get it back. I don't really know how I got it back. I just went to town. I went crazy and I got it back. And then she didn't talk to me from the day it got taken down till the day it came back because she was she felt guilty, I think.
Yeah.
And everyone is always like, you should try to, like, we shouldn't lean on memes. You should try to do more stuff like Rachel or Abby or whatever, you talk to the camera. And I don't do it because I don't want to fucking scroll on Instagram and see my stupid face and nobody like me. Like, I can't
I
handle
think
it.
everyone will like you.
I can't handle it. And it just makes me, and now I'm trying to make them myself. Like,
Yeah.
I'm trying to make them myself. And I'm going to see my stupid face and have to deal with it. But I think for you, this is me talking to you. If you fucking went and did some comedy and like stood up in front of a crowd and try, because you want to do that. It's
I
so,
do.
so
I do.
obvious.
I'm so scared, dude.
I
I
think
did I tell you I did it last year at Camp Soberfest? We had talked about it, and then in August I did a little, it was probably like 2 minutes long. I did a little stand up at Sober Camp, and I was still fucking about to shit my pants, dude. And I think it actually went pretty well. Dude, I when I'm put on the spot, even that video that you posted the other day with the interview, I was like, I am so fucking weird when I'm put on the spot to like do something and I'm supposed to be like on, you know? So I feel like I don't know. Most of my videos that I make, I get on and I talk some shit like in the moment and I freestyle it and like whatever I fucking say is there. Something about having to like make a comedy routine and then do the same thing over and over feels weird to me. And I get really in my head about it. And then I'm like, this is not genuine because I'm just saying the same shit over and over. So it's something I want to do. Like I want to do it bad. I want to do stand up really badly. I really gotta walk through the fear. I think it's like that rejection. Like I get up there and I can't be who I am, you know, on a camera when it's just me. And I get up there and I fucking bomb and everyone's booing me and then they're throwing tomatoes. And then I'm just like, will never show my face in the world again. Do you know
well,
what I mean?
DopeyCon is October 4th.
Ah,
We're celebrating 10 years of Dopey at this year's DopeyCon. And if you want to do a couple minutes of stand up, that's the warmest, fucking most drug addict, junkie fucking bunch. It'll be good. So
I feel like you're so good. Like you have a great stage presence. I don't have that at all. Maybe I need to take classes or something. I get so nervous when I am like in real life with real humans in front of me and the tension's on me. Does that make sense?
I do a thing in my mind where I pretend it's not, it doesn't mean anything. Like
Yeah, you're just like,
I just decide it doesn't mean anything. Like that's what I do. I mean, when I record the show, when I do basically anything I do, I like do this little thing in my head, and then I'm like, all right, it's like when I'm jumping in the lake or something, or jumping in a pool, you know, like
yeah,
that, like you don't want to do it, and then you're like, fuck, I'm
but
just
you're gonna
doing
do
it.
it.
Right. And that's, I mean, so just know the invitation is out there.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
October 4th. Put it on your calendar.
Yeah, I will.
Okay, you ready to play the game? Oh, I
Yeah,
didn't
let's play the
mention
game.
this. You're fucking depressed. You're fucking feeding flood victims. You're fucking avoiding people, not showering. And then you look at your phone and Paris Hilton follows.
What the fuck? I know. I know. I was like, Paris, what are you doing here? That was fucking. That was like the second that I opened my eyes this morning, basically, and I'm like, what the fuck is my life?
Well, you're like, well, so tell me what you go through.
What I go through? What do you mean?
When
I
you
go
see that,
through what
I
the
know
fuck?
if Paris Hilton followed me, and this is
Yeah.
because I'm a conniving, manipulative, you know, I have problems. Courtney Love followed me, and I ended that relationship within like 45 minutes. Just with
Stop. What did you do? I need the story on that.
I just messaged her, and I'm like trying to get her to come on the show, but
Immediately.
it feels like I'm trying to get her to date me. Like I feel
Yeah.
like I'm on some fucking old school dating website trying to impress her quickly so she'll want to be with me. It was like so horrible. So and she was so disgusted. And I wasn't trying to date her. I was trying to get her to come on
Yeah.
the show, but it went south immediately. And it's one of those things that I regret. I don't have that many regrets. My experience with Courtney Love was a horrible regret. So
I
anyway, what
messaged
happened?
Paris. I
You
messaged her that I sent her a screenshot from my Photobucket because that's what she followed me from, that Photobucket post where I was telling people how to get into their accounts. And she is a massive part of. Do you remember, like, were you on MySpace and shit back in the day, coding and making your things, or are you too old for that? Or you were just doing heroin already? You were
Yeah,
just like, fuck
I
MySpace.
was.
Okay.
Oh no, I was on MySpace. But I was
Yeah.
so fucked up. I don't really. I was
Yeah, well, okay. Well,
really.
I was a coder, and she and Nicole Richie were a huge part of like that generation, party girls, whatever. And I literally have all of these, like, I guess they weren't called memes back in the day. They were just like these pictures that we made to like fucking decorate our MySpace and stuff and whatever and post. And she was on there. So I like took a screenshot And I was just like, I hope you know what a pivotal part of my life you've been. Kay, love you, bye. And hopefully she doesn't think I'm fucking weird. I don't think she's read it yet. I sent it to her this morning.
Have any times
We'll
have you
see.
checked? How many
How
times
many
have you checked if she read it or not?
more than I would like to admit.
Well,
I
you
don't
and
even
I
know if she'll see it, like I don't know. I don't know, but that was just crazy. Like I don't know. It's been wild. That's sometimes I'm just like, dude, life is not even fucking real. I've had like Shaq message me and tell me I'm the funniest person he's ever seen and he loves me and like fucking SZA and like all of these people that I'm just like what the fuck is going on?
listen, but that's like I want you to embrace it. I
I'm
want you.
trying,
I
but it
want you
just
to.
see I'm shook every day that there's millions of people on the internet that kind of enjoy me and like are following me every day. I'm like, are you fucking sure, dude? Just I don't
You
know.
need to
It's
fucking like give yourself a break. Do some fucking affirmations in the mirror, some shit.
yeah,
Like it's like you're killing. I mean, listen. There's some weird place between deep self hatred, deep self deprecation, and humility. And I think
yeah,
you and I are in the Venn diagram of those things. But then there
yeah.
has to also be some acceptance of like you can be like, I'm good at this. Like I know I'm good at making a podcast. Like I know that.
You
Good
are.
at it. I'm good at that.
Yeah,
So Rachel,
yeah.
what are you know you're good at?
I guess I'm good at making people laugh sometimes. You know.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's
What
my goal in my life is just to make people giggle a little. You know.
well, I think you do amazing. Are you ready to play the stupid games?
Yeah, let's fucking do it.
All right. This
Yeah.
first game is called This or That. All ready? You good?
Okay.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
You just have to
Locked
pick
in.
one. You just have to pick one.
Okay.
Okay. Your dishwasher or your air fryer?
Oh, fuck. Oh, that's a hard
You're
one.
back. You're going too slow.
Okay,
What
I
is
gotta pick. I'm picking the dishwasher. I fucking love my air fryer dishwasher though. Dishwasher.
Texas or New York?
New York.
Motherhood or a million followers?
Motherhood.
Methadone or Suboxone?
Methadone.
SWV or TLC?
Oh, fuck. Okay, TLC. That's
Uh,
hard.
Abby or Brittany?
Which Brittany?
Brittany Jade. Abby Fickley
You
or
can't make
Brittany
me
Jade?
pick between the
Okay.
girls. I love them all.
Fentanyl or heroin?
Heroin. Good
Crack
old classic heroin.
or heroin?
Oh, fuck, dude. I think I need them together. I would say
Mm,
I can't do crack alone, so I think I would have to say heroin, but preferably speedball.
yes.
Love that.
Labuba or matcha?
Oh fuck, neither of them.
Instagram or
No.
Facebook? My daughter gave me the Labuba one. I thought
I think I like Facebook better than Instagram.
Christina Aguilera or Britney Spears?
Brittany.
Love Island or Love on the Spectrum?
Oh fuck, that's a hard one too. Love on the Spectrum. I fucking love that show.
Kendrick Lamar or SZA?
SZA.
Every morning, my daughter wakes up with that fucking song Luther at 5 in the
Does she?
morning. If
Hell
this
yeah.
world is mine,
Yeah,
every
that's a good
every
way to wake
morning,
up.
not every day, and it wakes me up. It's horrible. Okay, that was our this or that section. All right, what's your favorite ice cream?
Cookie dough.
Really?
Yeah. I just
Vanilla
like to eat
cookie
the
dough?
cookie dough parts out. I'm not a huge ice cream person actually, but I do love just eating cookie dough all the time.
I don't like this game I have here. It doesn't make any sense. I think we can skip it.
Okay.
Do you think you can tell your recovery story in 60 seconds?
I can try the whole thing or if
Yeah.
like from a certain point.
No, the whole thing.
Okay, this is a challenge.
All
Are
right,
you
hold
putting
on.
a timer on?
Yeah, hold on, I'm gonna put a timer. Hold on.
Okay. Hold on. Let me think. I just blanked on who I am as a human and my whole life
This
story.
is good.
So,
Hold on. Timer. You see, I only meditate. When I meditate, I only meditate for 4 minutes and 10 seconds every
I feel
time.
like that's a good.
Yeah, it's a start, but I haven't gotten past that. All right, here you go. You ready? You have
Yeah.
1 minute. You ready to tell your story?
Ah! Okay.
Rachel
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Elizabeth
Yeah.
Slocum is telling her recovery story, addiction recovery, bottoms, and redemption in 60 seconds
Wait, do
or
you
less.
want me to hold on? Wait, before we start. So, am I starting from like a kid, or I'm starting my using, or I'm
Whatever you
starting my
want.
bottom?
Whatever. You have 60 seconds or less to tell. You want me to do mine? I haven't done mine. You want me to do mine first?
Yeah, do yours first so I can get an example.
All right, let me
Let's
try.
fucking go.
Can
Let's
you
fucking
time
go.
me, or you can't time me because you're shooting on your phone?
Yeah.
All right, hold on. I'll
But I
do it.
can see, okay, so it's 23:11 right now. So at
Okay, so start me.
start
Tell
it.
me when. Tell me when you're ready.
Okay. Ready, set, go.
All right, I grew up in New York City. My parents were both teachers, middle class Jews, addicted to television, codependent with friends. I drank once, blacked out, didn't love drinking, found weed, fell in love, became a stoner, smoked weed every day from fucking 1992 to 2011. Started doing psychedelics, started doing pills, did heroin, became a TV producer, became a heroin addict, went to detox, went to rehab, never worked again for 15 years, got strung out on methadone, moved in with an ex-girlfriend, fucking addicted to heroin in California. My mother got leukemia. I moved back to New York. I got off of methadone. I got off of heroin. I met a girl I had hooked up with years before. She got pregnant. And fuck, how much time do I have left?
You have like 10 seconds.
And then I got sober, and now I'm sober. All right, you try.
Dude, a minute is fucking diabolical.
I
That's
did it
okay.
well before. I did it well one time. But I think I was trying to impress you. You ready?
Okay. Okay.
1, 2, 3, go.
Okay. Hi, I'm Rachel. I grew up in New York. No, you can't show it to
It's
me.
gonna be
You
easier if
can't
you see,
show
because
it
then
to me.
you'll know how much a minute is. You know,
Yeah,
you don't
no, you
want.
can't show it to me. You just got to tell me
Okay,
when
hold
I'm
on. Okay, hold
done.
on. Let me start over.
Okay.
Go.
Hi, I'm Rachel, and I'm an addict. I grew up in New York. I grew up in a middle class family, had a lot of trauma growing up, was very depressed, and then I discovered weed and alcohol at like 10, 11 years old, something like that. And then I graduated to Oxycontin and ecstasy and a whole bunch of other things, and I really, really loved opiates. So then also I graduated a few years down the line to heroin, and then I had to go to detox and to rehab multiple times. And then I was an opiate addict for 10 years. And then I accidentally got addicted to crack by trying to get off of heroin. I thought crack was going to help me get there, and it didn't. That's wild. And then crack actually brought me to the desperation that I actually fucking went to treatment for the last time and got sober. 10
Amazing,
seconds.
dude. You did it.
Hell
Thank you, Rachel.
yeah.
Now
Yeah.
I need you to do this every week with me. Okay, are you prepared?
Okay.
Very
Okay.
good. Thank you
Yeah.
so much for your time. Did you have fun?
Yeah, I did.
All right, good. What are you gonna do
That
today?
was awesome. So wait, are you gonna chop all of this up and make it all short form stuff?
I think I'm going to use the big chunk on the show, and I'll use all of
Okay.
it because it was fun,
Yeah.
and we were like chilling. And it's like the
Yeah,
thing
yeah.
about a podcast is like all you're really doing is having somebody like be like, that's relaxing to listen to, you know. And I
Yeah.
think that was relaxing to listen to. But then I'm going to chop up it all up, and then I'm going to have you decide what you're willing to put up to, and then we'll figure it out.
Well, we can collab on some stuff.
Yeah, that'd be good.
What was I gonna say? What I think you need to do
Yes,
you film all of your episodes? You film in the
90,
studio all of your episodes?
not always in the
Okay.
studio,
But
but
what do
yeah.
you do? So you just take the content that you filmed and you put it on you put it to be a podcast, and then you don't really take a ton of clips though.
We do a couple clips, like 3 clips. We
I feel
probably
like you
put.
should do more. I don't know if you want
Nobody,
to, but
nobody likes them. Nobody
what do you
cares.
mean?
Nobody cares about the clips.
I
The
feel like
clip.
that's the way. If you get a good clip and then you get it on social media, because I feel like that is like the portal in which people find you. If you get something, your clips to go viral and you edit them the right way. Did you have someone who like chops your clips up so that they just get straight to the point and it's not a lot of like nonsense? I feel like that could contribute to.
Did you see my recent reel of making an omelet with my daughter?
I didn't.
Oh, you
I'm
have
gonna
to.
have to go check it out.
It's a tour de force. It's an
I'm gonna have
Instagram
to go check it
fucking
out.
port. Yeah,
And
that's
I love. So wait, the new account that you made? Are you also gonna keep that as like a backup account?
what do I do with it? What do you do with the backup account?
Well, God forbid you get violated and deleted again, and you're not able to get it back. That's what I did. So when I lost my TikTok, I made another TikTok account. So now I have two. I have two Facebooks, two TikToks. I only have one Instagram. If Instagram goes, I'm just gonna be done with it. I think.
No, you're not
Yeah.
going to back it up.
I mean, maybe. But you already made yours, and I feel like you got a little following there,
I think there's
right?
700 people.
Okay, that's 700 people is a lot of fucking people. Imagine being in a room with 700 people. That's a
I
lot of
know,
fucking people.
I know what you mean, but you know what I mean too. It's like,
Yeah.
are you kidding
Yeah.
me? Fucking, I
Yeah.
don't want to fucking do that. And then people have to fucking stomach 2 posts from me on. It's like I don't want to make that
Or
stuff.
you can make that one to practice you getting on the screen and talking to people.
Watch my omelet tour de force. Give me a
I will.
review of my omelet because
I
that's where I
will.
want to take this thing. I want to do kind
Okay.
of some of the things that you do without dancing or showing my butt or anything because
Yeah.
nobody needs to see that. Um,
I
but
don't know. There's a market for that, I feel like, for you.
I
There
want to
is.
do like talking in the car. Like I think you're talking in
Yeah.
the car shit. I could do some
Yes.
of that kind of shit. I mean,
Yeah,
obviously
that's really
not like
cool.
you do, but
Yeah.
I'm getting there. I'm getting
Yeah.
there. All right.
You just got to get on there and just like you get on stage, right? And you're not nervous. That's like your fucking that's your area where you shine and you're like this doesn't fucking matter. You get on camera and you do the same exact fucking shit and just be yourself.
Right, but on stage you're not like how many people are going to watch this. You know,
You
and
have those people in front of you.
I don't even know why it doesn't get me nervous. Like I'm not like an actor. Like I was never like on
No, there's a
stage.
lot of people like that. I've talked to a lot of people like that, and I feel like most of the people that I talk to that are comfortable with being on a stage in front of people, they tell me the same shit. They're like, I'm not comfortable doing like recording myself, but I'm comfortable be getting on. I don't know. I don't know what the fucking science psychology is behind it, but it's interesting.
What are you going to do today?
Right now I'm about to go clean the house. I got to get some work done. I should probably move my body and go outside and get some sunlight so I don't go back into a depression. I'm going to read
Good.
this fucking book and hopefully I'll be able to put it down at some point or before it gets out of hand.
What, the woman in cabin 10?
The Woman in Cabin 10.
All right.
Yes.
We need a book report next week. Thank you
Yeah,
very
I'm going
much.
to do one. Once I finish all four of the books, I'm going to review all of them. If I don't mash them all together and I actually remember what they're about. We'll see.
All right. Well, I appreciate you. Thank you for doing it.
Okay.